How are we doing today? We have a weekly outlook. I'm going to do these every week, and let's get straight to it. As always, I'm a developing student. These are just my interpretations on price. So as we can see, for the week, this is the news events that we have. We have Powell speaking on Monday at 12 p.m. So that's something to note. And I'm actually going to be more cautious of this because it's in the p.m. and I don't have a solid bias going into the week, so I'm definitely going to be cautious of this, and that's going to kind of make me more cautious of what I want to do on Monday. So I'm definitely going to be waiting for this to really look to engage. But if there is opportunity that I do see within the AM session, I might look to engage it through tape reading, but nothing to really put on risk for. And then Tuesday, we have 8:30 news. Wednesday, no red folder news. Thursday, 8:30 news. Friday, no red folder news. So we have two big news drivers Monday, Tuesday, and then we have a news driver Thursday. So this could lead us up for maybe a classic expansion week or maybe some indecision. And let's get right into that. So as you see, we're gonna start out with dollar, and this is the weekly chart on dollar. And my draw on liquidity right now is this fair value gap overlaps with this order block. And the reason why I'm using this wick is because it overlaps with that fair value gap and also overlaps with 50% of this dealing range from low to high, but just with the bodies on the daily chart. So this is the dealing range from high to low, but I'm using the bodies from the daily chart. So that's how I got this dealing range right here. We have a monthly volume imbalance right here that overlaps with this level right there and that level right there. So we could also draw into that monthly imbalance, but as we can see, dollar, we failed to head to buy side. We created high resistance signatures, and then we finally broken down lower, and now I'm looking for this here. So this could lead to higher prices, and the fact that we are close to this level, this could lead to maybe some short-term retracement or some of that if we do end up getting that. So as we see, this is the daily chart. We had this daily mitigation block right here, and as we see, we were kind of holding that Monday, Tuesday, but Monday, Tuesday, we repriced to constant encroachment this wick, and then we had this SIBI right here. The bodies held that, respected that. We ended up getting a nice aggressive sell-off on Thursday, and then Friday we expanded lower, and now I'm definitely looking for this area of liquidity for sure, and I guess we'll see what happens when price trades there. But overall, I'm anticipating to see us trade to that level and then maybe consolidate for a little bit, or we could short term reject that and then head back up to buy side here, buy side here, buy side here. But I think that's kind of unlikely. I think we're still in this consolidation. I'm going to try not to be very solid within my bias with DXY because it doesn't look 100% clear right now. So I don't have too high hopes, too high expectations. So the soft bias on DXY, looking for lower prices earlier in the week. So that could lead for maybe an expansion. I'm also looking for maybe some consolidation, maybe some indecision, which also could lead to indecision on the indices. And let's get straight into the indices. So as you see, this is the weekly candle. We've had an indecisive weekly candle. This looks like we have a rebalance some here. We've now left a small weekly imbalance here, and that overlaps with the constant encroachment wick of a daily chart. So that's what this level here is from. It's from a constant encroachment of a daily chart. If you map that out, it now overlaps with a BISI. Sorry, this annotation is in the way. And then I'm also noting constant encroachment of this weekly wick here. So right now we have established a dealing range, which I'm gonna go over, and I think that we could be prone to some consolidation. And depending on what Monday, Tuesday do, that's really going to lead my expectations in the next week. So I don't have a solid hardline bias. I don't know for sure. We are in all-time highs. There's kind of some indecision. We've taken this high, and now we've kind of retraced. We've now created a indecisive candle, and I guess we'll just see what's likely to happen. So this red box denotes the last 20 trading days from where we currently are here, and then this box right here denotes the last 20, 40, 60-day look back from where we current from July 1st. From July 1st. So that's where I'm getting that level from. So as we can see, um, we have this 20-day range of liquidity to refer back to. So I'm looking at this order block level right here on the daily chart, and I'm also looking at this imbalance right here. I just kind of want to see which one gives up first, or if we just want to consolidate between the two, because we've had a large range day here, and we have traded, or the body has traded back within that range. So I'm looking for maybe some consolidation going in the week, and that's just as simple as it is. as I can put it. I don't know. I need some more. There's constant encroachment with that wick, overlaps with that daily imbalance. We also know that that's a weekly imbalance here. And we also have this high that could overlap with that to add some confluence for maybe some longs. But as we see, big expand or big retracement day here. This could be a nice order block within the future. We'll have to see and wait. And as we can see, I do want to note the seasonal tendency here. On this is for ES. We tend to make a high in July, late July, heading into August. So this could be something that I factor into my analysis, but it is an election year. So ICT says election year, usually seasonal tendencies go out the window. And I would tend to agree with that, and that's kind of where I'm going. But we do have the possibility. I'm putting it in my head that we do have the possibility of this happening, but until I see more information, until I gather a hard stream bias, I'm going to be staying neutral. But these are just thoughts that I'm putting into my analysis. So we do have a possibility for us to maybe put in a short-term high here on the daily chart. So I'm going to be noting that. As we see, this is ES, or no, this is NQ, just a daily chart. We're tapping in here, sorry. And then showing that we're a buck, and then that daily BSC right here that we were within. And notice how we kind of did respect this. And we did not create an imbalance here. So what is this here? This is an immediate rebounds. So I'm curious to really see what Powell does on Monday. I'm curious to see how that sets us up for the week. And here, what do we have here? We have a dealing range established here. We have a BSC right here. We have a SIBI right here. And as short as I can make it, I'm kind of just expecting to see consolidation. We've taken both high and low. We don't really have anything convincing yet. I'm looking for, hey, do we want to go into deep premium, to a deep discount, maybe back to equilibrium? How do we generate liquidity within here? I think that's the most likely and most favorable thing. I think we're going to generate an induced sentiment, so I'm going to have to be a scalper intraday. And here we have the ES chart, the same thing. Here's that last 20-day range from where we currently are. And as we can see, we've actually come up and taken this high here. And then we've also taken this low within a whole day. So we have a big dealing range that we've established here on ES. So I'm kind of expecting an inside day Monday. But we do have Powell, so that could spice things up a little bit. And here is that 1 hour chart, kind of the levels I'm looking at. Nothing too of concern here for me, or nothing too that just jumps out in the chart. We have a balanced price range here at these lows. I would favor to see maybe a run back into all-time highs, possibly with a bearish dollar early within the week. But that's the only thing that I can really say that I would like to favor. And here we have Dow. Dow's looking like we want to head to these all-time highs. We've now broken out of this consolidation. And then we have this inversion that we can possibly map out. Overall, I'm not really loving Dow. So let's see what Dow wants to do heading into the week. This actually is a 1 hour swing high. We do have the possibility of forming a swing high. These levels of retracement do look nice, but I would not like to see that on YM. And I'm just taking this into factor for my analysis. We have a 1 hour imbalance. Notice how we manipulated below true day. Let's see if we possibly get continuation Monday and Tuesday. But overall, we have put in a swing high. That's something to notice. And we do have a possible change of state delivery here. All right. I'm going to go over some Forex. I don't trade Forex, but this I'm just going to look. Here we have the weekly chart. We have buy side, and this rejection block. These are possible areas in which we could trade into on Euro. As we see, we have left this breakaway as I wanted to see happen. We've found support at that mitigation block. We have this inversion, constant encroachment that we found support at, and now we have come into this rejection block. Now could look for this high here and possibly upside draws. But let's see if we want to go from IRL or ERL to possible IRL. As we can see, we have relative strength here, or not relative strength, but we have underlying strength here on Euro USD, and with bearish dollar, we could possibly see runs higher. And then here is British Pound, and British Pound is the relative strength leader between the two. It's showing more strength. And here's that daily order block from this low to high, constant encroachment that we tapped perfectly. We've now traded above that, so I think that this high right here is the most likely drawn liquidity for me, and then possibly this high. So then after that happens, I have to reassess where we're at. We just had a large range day, a big expansion day on GU. So I'm now anticipating to see some more expansion within this pair. And here we have oil. Notice how we have respected this volume imbalance here. We have swept buy side, so we could see some form of short-term retracement here on this. Overall, I'm kind of just expecting some consolidation. I mapped out this dealing range, so let's see if we want to go back to deep discount. We might want to respect this consequential wick here. We also do have sell side liquidity that overlaps with this mitigation. That also overlaps with, I believe, a weekly imbalance. So that could be a likely possible draw on liquidity. I am noting the fact that we did respect this volume imbalance. That's kind of telling. If we respect a volume imbalance, then typically that's pretty telling. And that's all I have for my analysis. Overall, I'm going to be looking for Monday, Tuesday. How does that map us up for the rest of the week? And I'm going to be light and nimble. Not expecting too much, but I also want to see what the market presents us. Anyways, hopefully you all have a good one, and I'll see you guys with the next one, and I'll see you guys when I'm live tomorrow.